we talking about?
I don't know. What are you thinking?
Are we going to do those questions?
I think actually we should start with the questions.
Start with the questions?
Yeah.
Okay, and then I can talk about the book.
Because we should start with the questions, get all the pressy,
Bring it around.
and then bring it around, and then the last 20 minutes we can fuck around.
I like it.
What do you think?
Why not?
I don't know. What do the viewers think is what I'm wondering. Oh, by the way, they're listening to us right now.
Oh, you started recording? Oh, why are they? These are always terrible. Terrible intros.
Yeah,
oh my god.
I think it's a staple now.
When did you start recording?
A minute ago.
Oh boy. I mean, fair enough.
A minute seems like a long time when you're actually recording, though.
Oh,
You know
like
what I mean?
yeah.
Like when you're actually talking with purpose, kind of thing. It feels like a good long time. Hey, welcome to Twin City Peaks.
Yeah,
Pretty sure
welcome
this is
back.
episode 18.
That sounds right.
It's pretty cool.
We're really bad. Oh, did
we're
you talk
cruising.
to the your audio guy?
No, we were too busy talking about cars. Pretty cool, eh? I love it. Very neat. Very neat. Yeah, that's okay. I think by episode 25 we'll have something going here for guests and whatnot.
Oh, what? So when do you leave?
Tomorrow? No, not tomorrow. The next day, morning of.
So you leave the 16th?
Yeah, 16th, fucking bright and early.
Because I go see the. I'm really scared to see my finance guy.
Oh,
The 16th. Because like I booked it for you,
damn it.
and then you're like, oh, I can't go, and then I tried to book it the next week, and then she's on vacation, and then I'm like, did I send you her number?
No, but I thought we did book one. I thought.
No, because I'm like, because then it was like 3 weeks out, and I'm like,
Yeah, right.
I'm like, okay, we
Not
gotta.
really worth booking.
So then I was like, you know what, the 16th, I'll just come in because I don't want to wait. I don't want to wait a month to like, because I already have an account there, and I'm scared to see what he says to me because he's gonna call me an idiot.
Why?
Because
Why?
I make like, I don't know.
What?
I should have went there a lot sooner.
Yeah, but you're living your life.
And I also have been like saving way too much. He's gonna be like,
I'm
bro.
actually putting it somewhere useful.
He's gonna be like, dude, you know how much money you've lost? And I'll be like, I know.
Yeah.
And then he also, for some reason, doesn't like real estate. It's the one thing I don't like about this guy is he doesn't like real estate.
Interesting.
He's like kind of against it.
Oh, weird. Maybe
I know.
he's just so dead set on this is all you need to do.
Maybe.
But he doesn't. I don't think maybe he's dead set against it, but maybe he really just is not interested in real estate, and he's super interested in the other stuff.
I think his thing is more like probably more volatile and whatnot. Maybe it's not as safe.
But my point is trying to be is that you're passionate about it. You obviously
100%.
really enjoy it.
Oh,
Very clearly.
I'm not gonna stop.
No, absolutely. And like I can see it in the future where I'm definitely partaking, but I don't think I'll ever have the same passion for it as you do.
That's fair. That's fair.
Right?
I actually do love it.
I know.
I don't know. Like,
hey, whatever, dude. You know what? Like fucking people have weird things that they
Gets
like,
me hard in the
I
morning.
Like a piece of plastic that spin. All right, that's pretty final.
Oh.
It's like a dumb fucking hobby to have
okay.
in 2024.
Fair enough.
You should probably just keep to investments instead of buying places and doing whatever. But you don't care. You're not going to listen to what people say, and you're going to do what you like to do.
There's also like the whole thing.
It's definitely an investment at the end of the day, for sure.
But there's also, it's like, say I invested and I'd get like 12%, investing in real estate, I get 10. It's like, well, I enjoy fucking investing in real estate more, so I'm going to do that.
Exactly.
It's going to make me invest longer.
Yeah, exactly. There are some times where it's not just about the money.
Well, that's just it. It's like if I
It's
hate
still making you money.
if I hate investing a certain way, it's like the likelihood of me continuing is low.
Absolutely. It's going to be negligible. You're not going to be interested. You're not going to pull it up on your phone. Today, me and Mike were just babbling about AMC today.
Oh yeah,
Bro, I bought more today.
oh you've been investing. I love it.
I fucking bought more today because I was like, you know what?
GameStop was up 75 yesterday.
Yeah, today AMC was up like 105.
It was up 50 yesterday.
Yeah, it was up 100.
Another 100
today. Yeah.
What is it at?
Yeah. It was like just clearing 10.
Oh, because it was like 7.
Even though I bought it like 9-ish, 9 and 20.
Yeah.
20. It was dipping at that price, so it's still building up to go crazy.
Well, even
literally tomorrow payday, I'm buying another couple $100 worth.
Oh yeah, we get paid tomorrow.
Yes. today was vacation pay. That's why you knew, right?
Yeah. This morning all the guys were talking about it when I was at work.
I understand.
Man, some guys got like $2,400 because it goes off of how long you've been there.
Yeah.
I was like,
I'm not mad at that.
Imagine a double paycheck though.
Yeah, fuck yeah. Get a little extra chunk. I'm not mad at that at all.
Yeah, no, $600 is
fucking happy.
$600. Actually, and there's also that sale at Mark's right now where we get 25% off.
Oh, that's cool.
So I'm thinking I'm gonna get new boots.
I already have. Actually, I'll be honest with you. The pair of boots I bought at random.
Mm-hmm.
Longest pair of boots I've ever had.
Really? Well, mine have lasted a long time, but we just don't do work anymore.
Yeah, but I'm actually working arguably probably harder than last year.
Really?
And last year I fucking went through boots like crazy. And this year I'm just fucking, I don't know. This is my second pair, I think, of the year. The last one was like I bought in November, December. Only lasted till like February, March.
That's brutal.
And these are actually doing pretty good. What are we looking at here?
I'm just curious how my investments have been doing.
We are on podcast.
I don't care.
Okay.
Since we're talking about it, now I'm curious.
Yeah, I know. It's very interesting. It's fascinating as fuck.
And I also kind of
forgot I actually had a little bit, like, I'm not going to lie. I've not been upkeeping it very well.
Yeah.
But I have a little bit of cash in there that I didn't know I actually...
Are you up?
I am.
Are you?
It was green.
How much? Not like number, I didn't percent.
I didn't actually look at the percent. Oh. I forgot. I was too excited about buying a AMC. I'm not going to lie. I was just trying to get in. And then when I was doing it in the gym, I forgot my old debit cards in there. And I was like, fuck. I was like, I can't just buy it right now. So I had to wait. I got in the car and I'm adding it in the car before I left the gym. Fucking stupid debit card.
You know, we're not doing... I'm up... I was up 14% on my open yesterday. Today, it's like 13.3, but...
that's still good.
Not bad. Good. Not bad for the year.
Yeah. That's happy-go-lucky.
That's happy-go-lucky. We're doing good.
We're doing all right here.
Now, you see those online gurus like, I got 400%. It's like fucking A, bullshit, or B, like, you also probably lost like 400% on a different trade. Yeah,
just chill.
I hate those because people only show the highlights.
Well, yeah, exactly. And it sucks because you got to actually show the reality of it.
If I ever actually started showing my personal investments, I would just show like
everything. Losses, wins.
It would probably be like once a week. I would just show whatever's going on if I were to do it. Yeah. But then
I think if we have a producer and stuff, we could have like 2 or 3 podcasts.
What, straight? Like just or different. What would the podcast be?
I would definitely like just a podcast, a bro out podcast.
So just break this podcast into 3 pretty much.
Kinda, yeah, I guess so.
Because this podcast is like 3 different.
It's definitely not one thing, which I'm okay with. Honestly, I'm okay with because I do enjoy broing out. Like, I do like that. But if I could, I would be more focused on just doing this, specifically talking about growth and whatever else constantly for a good hour.
Yeah.
And then have another hour where we can do whatever the fuck we want and say whatever we want.
I think 2 would be...
That's what I meant. I didn't say 3 as in like we need 3. I just was given a number 2 or 3.
I was just genuinely thinking of what the third one would be, and I'm like, I feel like 1 would be like pure business, like it would
business growth, fucking reading books and making sure we're
it would be it would definitely be a little bit more stale.
Oh, for sure,
and like educational.
So is fucking a lot of these guys.
Oh, 100%.
They're not super exciting to listen to.
No.
They're talking about shit that's real important and consistently. And it's kind of up to you to digest it or not. You know?
And then the bro one would be us probably talking about the podcast and improving it. And
sure, but even like it would just be bullshit.
Oh, it would
like,
be a lot of bullshit.
Like chick stuff, just car things.
Oh,
just hanging out, the boys saying stupid stuff at the gym or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, honestly, that would probably be the one we have other guests on. And this current one essentially would be the one where we have like Nick on or something like that.
Oh, no, the other one would be like
Alex or, somebody that's more...
The other one would be like the Lucas, the Jasons, the like...
Of course. All right, yeah, that's a really smart idea. We just need to hire a guy before we do that because I'm gonna get overwhelmed.
Oh, and dude, even just sitting here and recording 2 podcasts, that's doubling the workload. A
lot of work.
Because the bro one would be easy, but now we would need an hour of constant content for this one that is actually all educational.
We really have to plan this one out.
We would need a producer,
like an actual producer. Yeah. Oh wow.
To like write this, like pretty much write the script.
We need a producer and an editor.
Yeah, oh, yeah. You're just figuring this out.
I'm not saying I'm just figuring this out. I'm just saying
It's now like really real.
Like, I actually want one.
They're not how can't be that expensive to hire one out.
Depends, man. I don't know.
Can't be.
Like I don't know. A producer is definitely more than an editor.
100%. But like, how much is an editor or a producer for like hourly rate?
Yeah, look it up. I'm curious. This is an interesting format today. He's typing away, folks. He's going for it. We were just about to start the hard questions, but I guess we're not doing the hard questions right now.
Podcast. Wow, I love that range. That makes sense though. Podcast producer can range anywhere from $35 to $250 or more an hour.
Yeah, so you're getting the $35 guys are students coming out of fucking college essentially, and $250 is guys that are like renowned in the industry.
Well, like 250 would be like your Jamie for
Honestly, we could pay a guy like even $100, whatever, and just pay him for like a session of an hour or two, and have him crank out 3 or 4 sets of episodes.
Yeah,
and then be like, "Cool, here you go." And an editor, we would just pay, even monthly.
It would. Yeah, you would just send
all
them
4, and then he would just send them back. And we would schedule them.
Yeah,
we'd just schedule them for the whole month,
and it would make everything actually way more efficient.
It would. I wouldn't have to do half the bullshit.
And all we would have to do is just sit here
and talk and do some emails and schedule it on YouTube.
Because we would just say kind of
Rumble or whatever.
Like kind of what we want to talk about for the 4 pods, and then they would make a list of like things. It would be a lot easier.
It would. And it would definitely only take him like an hour and a half.
Oh, 100%.
We feed him our ideas and he would do some research and then pull up some bullshit that we've never heard about. And then we definitely have like thriving conversation.
Oh, 100%.
We'd be like, oh, that's interesting. I've never heard that.
But I would just I would just send him like a bunch of different things I found.
Most definitely.
And then he'd fucking be like, "Kate, we're piecing this together, figure it out, and it'd be great." And we should really do that. Fuck. God damn it. See, I just wish we could just be satisfied with anything.
I know we're not though. Like we know there's better and we want better. That's the problem. Is we know there is better. There are people doing far better than we are.
Well, they have producers and editors, and we don't.
I'm saying, and it's just I want it too. I want that excellency.
No, I know. I feel like though, to hire people out, we'd have to get a lot bigger for this.
Oh yeah,
to make it worth it.
To make it make sense.
It would at least have to be able to break even.
For sure. Like it wouldn't even. Yeah, exactly. It wouldn't even make sense.
I would be completely fine spending every single dollar just keep it running.
Yeah.
But
but otherwise it's like, what the fuck are we doing?
It's a fun hobby, and I could maybe, if we were making a shit ton of money, like how Hormozy's media team loses I forget, it's like a couple $100,000 a year or like $1 million a year or something.
It's wild.
Oh, it doesn't make any money.
That's awesome.
But he's but it also does bring all the traffic,
much other revenue and traffic.
So he's hey, it balances out.
Oh, of course.
But he's
but he sees that way.
Yeah, but it's but if you look at his ad revenue versus how much he spends,
I'm pretty sure the PlayStation 5 sells at a loss.
Yeah, and then they make on the games.
Of course, games and subscriptions.
Yeah.
God damn it, dude.
That's the thing.
Everything's doing subscriptions. That's why there's money in it.
It's your loss leader.
Yeah.
So Mosey Media is his loss
WRX,
leader.
pretty sure that's a loss leader too.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah, it's just hey, look, this is a really cool car. This is the tech we can use, and we put it in all of our other cars, just not as fast. And people are like, oh, that's really cool.
Yeah.
Same thing with the Corvette. Pretty sure that's a loss leader too. It makes barely any money, but people are like, that's a GM.
Yeah.
And it's look, I drive a GM, and look at the crazy stuff they can make.
Yeah, no, 100%.
It's just all marketing. That's all it is.
Even
Supra, all those cars. It's all the same bullshit.
But even a lot of
Ferrari makes all their money off merch.
Really?
Yes. Literally.
That's awesome.
That's not even a stretch of the imagination.
Wait, you can't tell me. Well, I mean, I guess their R&D is probably ridiculous.
Yeah.
I was going to say a LaFerrari, but
yeah, but they don't sell that many, man.
Well, that's another thing is they don't really try to sell.
No,
they don't try to sell
They sell
cars.
it to you if you have a fucking membership. Man.
Yeah.
And to get a membership's kind of a bitch. You have to be going to X amount of track days with them. You have to go to X amount.
You also have to already own Ferraris. You have to
yes.
You have to work your way up from like a cheap Ferrari all the way up.
Yes.
Oh,
it is the stupidest thing ever.
It makes it's like buying a Birkin bag.
And I understand. Don't get me wrong. I understand exclusivity, but in that kind of realm, it just seems like you're being a bit posh. You know, like it seems a bit much.
That's Ferrari's brand, though.
Yeah, but you can get a sick, fucking insane car. Like, you can get a Huayra if you want. You know, Pagani.
Yeah,
you just order it. And
but it's not
in my opinion, I think that's better than a Ferrari most times.
But it's not a Ferrari. That's the thing.
To me, though, Ferrari isn't that. It's like I like them. Don't get me wrong, but the pedigree with other brands is on par with Ferrari's backstory too. So I can't be like 100%. Ferraris get the best backstory, so they deserve to be like super anal about it. That's where I come from.
It's all branding.
I understand,
that's like,
but that's not. I don't. My point is other cars could do this. Other companies could do the same thing.
There are also better cars out there than Ferraris.
Absolutely, but what I'm saying is other companies could do the same thing. They could be exclusive if they wanted to, just based on our history. But they choose not to.
Well, even
no one else does.
Mercedes does with with like G-Wagon stuff. You have to have a G-Wagon before you can buy one.
Yeah, but no.
I'm pretty sure the G55. If I'm not mistaken, you can't just buy one.
Okay, but I'm pretty sure, isn't the 53 just like a dumber down version?
Yeah, that's the shitty.
Yeah, but it's not even that shitty. It's still pretty sure it's still a V8 in there. Like, it still hustles.
But like I know they do, not to the same degree.
It's just not the same. It's
no, 100%.
You know, like Mercedes is almost like you just kind of need a reason to have this.
But what is Luca? I don't know what weird. But
I'd love to have him on the pod, dude. He'd be a menace.
I'd be scared of getting canceled.
I'd edit the whole thing. I'd have to edit the whole thing from start to finish.
Oh, it'd be awesome though.
It'd be fun. It would just be a lot of work.
That's okay.
Yeah, that's okay. That would be like Rumble exclusive only.
I think it'd be worth it for him.
It'd be a bonus episode, that one. That one's just going to Rumble, and I'm going to leave it up as is.
You want to know what I would like about because this podcast is going to stay mainly business, mainly self-improvement.
Yeah, the way that it is.
And then just cut out some of the bullshit, like, type of thing. If we do go to 2 podcasts, eventually, this would be probably like next year.
Yeah, I'm not thinking about it now. No. Because like
but it's nice to look at the future.
Kind of BSing, so it's not.
It's nice to look to the future with anything. Because I hate when people are like, well, that's like going to be like a year away. So why are you thinking about it? It's like because I want to be ready now. Yeah. Oh,
I want to have the idea of floating and like not even just floating, but at least somewhat like into a fetus.
This was actually a perfect example. Last night, me and 2 of the guys in the lunchroom were talking, and we got talking about like sports and like then martial arts and football and whatnot.
Sure.
But then the one guy is like trying to become a cop, whatnot, and we were talking about martial arts, and I'm like for that 1% like chance that you run into a guy that knows martial arts, I want to be able to defend myself.
Yeah, absolutely.
And his whole thing is like, well, there's like not that many guys that would be that talented to be able to beat you up. I'm like, I want to be ready for that one guy.
If he's trying to be a cop in the Sioux, they're actually mostly driving around solo.
Yeah.
Right? I don't want to have that not on me.
Well, but my whole thing is it's like I would rather be overtrained and never need to use it than like
famous quote, I'd rather be the samurai in the garden than the gardener in a war.
Yeah.
Right?
100%.
Rather be
I do remember that quote.
One of my favorite quotes.
Is that Sun Tzu?
I think it is.
Like, I know Sun Tzu, it's like, oh, it's Sun Tzu.
It's definitely a warrior in the garden and a gardener in the war. Sorry.
Yeah.
But same idea. Yeah. Yeah. I'd rather that. But still, you're literally kind of in the war. Stretch.
Yeah.
Still, like, you're part of like a more serious area in public eye. I'd rather be physically ready.
Also in the Sioux, man,
if I was going to be a cop, I would have already been training. 100%. Like I would personally, myself right now, I would drop bodybuilding. If I was trying to be a cop, I'd drop bodybuilding entirely. Like literally I'd weight train.
Yeah.
And then I'd be in jiu-jitsu and I'd be in kickboxing and I'd be ready.
Like me and the other guy, because he took my side with even like the way I train and whatnot, because it's more functional.
Sure.
Like strength, but not like to the extreme.
And personally, I don't really care.
And then I'm like, the martial arts, but like he was like, well, you know, like what are the odds of that happening? And I'm like, I don't want to. Yeah,
it's not zero.
It's not zero.
That's all. That's right there.
It's like it's like people being like, oh, what are the odds of me getting sued for doing my business? It's like I want to have a lawyer and be prepared just in case it happens.
Not zero.
Like
it's like the whole fucking the guy that was talking to me in Princess Auto. He was telling us to take that test. And I was like, wait, hold on, why? And he's like, well, just because like you can upset the union or some shit like that based on taking work away.
That wasn't with me.
Yeah, no, it wasn't with you. I snapped you about it later, and part of it got cut off.
Oh, wait, say it again.
Oh my god, something about the
the toes test?
No, not the toes. It's carpentry. It's like a carpentry test.
Oh, yes. Okay, I remember. Yeah, you just jogged my memory.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
So a similar kind of idea. We're gonna have to look into that.
I know, but if I'm not mistaken, in Ontario, you don't need to.
I'm just saying, like, I don't know. This guy seemed pretty serious, and unfortunately, he's not the bullshitting kind. So I was
no, 100%.
So it kind of put me. No, I'm not saying it like gave me, pause or anything, but I was like, I'm definitely gonna take that into account.
Oh yeah,
100%. I don't want to get any kind of trouble.
Also, like a general contracting license, and I want to make sure everything's okay.
Yeah, definitely.
Actually, I do need to. Speaking of the business, I do need to call to get the GST number. Thanks for reminding me.
Yeah, cool.
Because that is a thing that I need to call. She messaged me last week and told me to do it.
Oh no!
And then we've been partying and having fun. So
having fun isn't hard when you've got a library card, right?
I've never been in like a public library.
Really?
Do we even? We have that one.
We have like two, I think. We still have two. I know we have one minimum, but we have two, I think. Honestly, it's not bad, but now it's like saying it's a lot of bums.
I've just never been in one.
It's a lot. I
got my Kindle and I buy books.
It's not bad, dude. Like it's actually pretty cool. Yeah. Well,
do they have a lot of books like that? I would.
They might. We should go check it out.
We should, because
I'm not kidding. We should go check it out.
Because I wonder if they would have like the types of books that we read.
I imagine a library. I'm not kidding. I'm just telling you, they have all kinds of shit.
I'm just curious, like how diverse it is.
It's quite diverse.
It's
not a small building either.
I imagine
it's quite large. You might have to like use the computer to find where.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, like it's not a super small library. It's not bad. And even in the basement, there's this little like room that's like the size of, I don't even know. It's like fucking 2 of my kitchens. It's tiny, but you can buy books for like pennies.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
My dad goes in there and sells them online for like what they're worth.
Oh, really?
He makes hundreds of dollars. Yeah. He bought a book down there for like $1 and it was worth like $550 or something stupid. Yeah.
Jesus.
So he sold it too.
Well, yeah.
I was like, what the fuck?
As you do.
Yeah. It was cool. No, it's a nice little place. It's not bad.
Yeah. Never been.
Chill. I think you just need a library card, which is free. Like it's not fun. It's not hard having fun.
Using actual public resources.
Yeah.
I don't do that very often.
Fucking taxes. I think we should.
I know. I just never use any of them.
Up the ante a little bit, and they can let you borrow a book for like a month. I personally might not just bring it to the plant, though.
Yeah.
Might be bad returning it in the condition that we would be like, hey,
this thing's now black.
Thanks for letting me read it.
They'd be like, fuck you.
Yeah, I'd be like, yeah, no, you own this now. Here, give me $30 or whatever.
And I'd be like, fair enough.
Yeah, well, it
was like that when I got it, I swear.
Shucks, I guess.
So you want to get into these questions?
Oh, my God.
We did our little bullshit rant.
I was kind of thinking the other way around, but all right.
I know, but we already kind of...
Well, we're in it now. I guess this is not going to be any different for both channels. Yay.
Well, because we don't have the other channel, so we have to do it here.
I have 2 channels. We're talking about YouTube and Rumble.
Oh.
This one's just the same then. It's all good.
What do you mean?
Well, I guess they know, but like we're just going to chop the extra stuff at the end and put it on Rumble, including the whole episode. Now, like if I were to chop the beginning right now, it'd be really weird.
Oh, but we can also just bullshit more after.
Oh my God.
Let's just roll.
We've been rolling, buddy. I don't know where you've been.
I'm sleep deprived.
Water break.
It's just weird. Is it hot in here? Might be the suit.
Yeah, I was about to say it's actually nice. It's not even.
It's the suit.
Definitely the suit. The sun's been shining.
That's okay.
All right. So last week, if you've been watching, I don't know if you've been watching. Maybe you guys just
You
watched
should have been.
episodes.
You better have been.
They're
No. They've been watching.
I mean, the episodes are pretty cool.
They're amazing.
Cool stuff. Most of the time.
I feel like if you watch the whole episode, at least 60% of it is actually useful information that could benefit you.
Yeah, sure.
Sure. You gotta decipher. It's like watching fucking Tate speech. You gotta like decipher the bullshit to like
the satire between all of his other.
Yeah.
I guess so.
Because I feel like even ours sometimes we're pretty. There's a lot of sarcasm and satire.
There definitely is.
We take inspiration from man, the myth, the criminal, Andrew Tate.
They're gonna always go back to jail. It's gonna be fun for them.
We're gonna end up going to jail.
Yeah, but that's all right.
Hopefully,
it's part of
the thing
rite
is,
of
though,
passage. Apparently,
the thing is though, is we just need to get to enough money before we go to jail.
No, of course.
Like we already need to be at that like 100 mil.
We got to be secure.
Yeah, so we just got to make sure we go to jail after we're already successful, and we'll be chilling. Completely joking, by the way. That was satire. I don't really plan on going to jail.
No, it's never a plan.
But it's probably going to happen, so.
So anyways.
See, it's not a plan, but we got to be prepared for it.
All right.
Are you ready?
No.
I remember these are deep. I don't remember exactly.
These are way worse than the last episodes.
That's okay. I'm in like a good mood right now because we roll. See, I'm kind of glad that we started in a good mood.
I'll be honest, I am glad I worked out because I feel way more at ease physically.
Yeah,
so I'll be able to focus and gather my thoughts and get all emotional with you.
Yeah, wow, that's
hey, this is what it's about.
Very mushy gushy.
Okay, anyways, where did we end? Okay, so
wait, we didn't mark it down?
I didn't mark it down.
Oh, great.
Yeah, we were super cool at this.
This is why we need a producer.
We had the hard questions, and we probably started with if money and status were no object, what would you do? I remember that one. If I was less afraid of people's opinions, what would I say? I think we kind of clarified that we don't already. Kind of, yeah. What actually makes me happy? I think we went through that one.
Dude, we started a podcast. We don't give a fuck what anyone thinks.
I know, really though. Like, and we just really though.
When Mike was like, "So what do you guys talk about?"
Like fucking
everything.
Whatever I feel like saying, man. If I was gonna talk about fuzzy rainbows, it's like we're talking about.
I like how he was genuinely curious.
He was, and he kind of like had a smirky face to him a little bit.
Yeah, he's like, "What are you talking about?"
Yeah. But like, hey, man, he's not the one doing a podcast. Just saying.
He should though.
Oh, he'd be cool on a podcast. Absolutely.
I think realistically, anyone
in the back there,
anyone that has something cool going on that's unique should just have a podcast.
Easy, cowboy. I think
no. If it's like, because you know what I mean. He is a business owner. He is a personal trainer. He has things to talk about that could help people.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm not saying Joe Blow that like has like a normal job and doesn't do anything
I know
fun
that,
on the
but like,
weekends.
if we literally had every single person ever make a podcast that had like something somewhat interesting, we would never be able to like find a podcast to watch.
It would just be the ones that rise through.
Like 1,000 fucking podcasts.
It would just be the ones that rise through. There are so many podcasts.
There are already. Now imagine every single.
See, but the thing is if everybody started a podcast, the odds of everyone continuing to do a podcast.
Who knows?
Dude, what's the statistic? It's ridiculous.
I don't know what it is.
It's like, isn't it like 99% don't make it past episode 10?
What? Well, we're not gonna be like that. Obviously,
we already passed that.
Way past that.
And then it's like after like 20, or maybe it's like 50% don't make it past 10, and then like after 20, it's like ridiculous.
I wonder if it's like, got to make it through a year to really. Personally, I think a year is gonna make it for sure. Like, we're doing this.
Like, okay, after like 50 episodes, it's like, hey,
you're doing a podcast. That's kind of how I feel. I feel like, yeah, sure, there's statistical ones, but personal ones. I think once we hit a year, it's going to be like, we can't stop.
See, but the thing is, it gets easier. Like after 6 months, like what are we almost at 6 months now? Yeah.
Really? 4, 8, 12, yeah.
We're at
4.5.
For posting.
Yeah, okay. Like, I guess October is when we really started, but
that's what I mean, though.
I guess.
But it just, I find doing the podcast just keeps getting easier because it's just it's like really routine.
It's a good routine. I like it though.
Like it's not like, oh, like sometimes we never miss, and it's like
Yeah.
It makes it way easier.
So good. It's something good to like keep us disciplined.
Yeah.
Right? Like we have to set up, we have to meet up, we have to organize ourselves.
It also kind of like forces to make sure that we do hang out and come up with ideas to talk about.
Forces us to hang
out. No, but like I know like recently we've been super busy, so it's like
it's true. It's
really like we hang out to do the podcast and go to the gym.
Yeah, I know. I know. It's super quick.
Continue with
the list. We're a couple of weirdos. Yeah, fuck, man. All right.
We're get distracted.
What actually makes me happy? We already did that. Does
Nothing.
Success make me happy?
No.
We didn't do that one? Did we do that?
Oh, I was answering it. No, it doesn't.
But did we do that?
Yeah. We answered it. I think we said that like success itself doesn't. What's the next one?
What is my definition of success? And what is my definition of success if money was taken out of the equation?
I think we did that one too.
Are you certain?
One sec. What's the next one?
I don't think we did that.
Hey, what's the next one though?
What are the things I'm hiding from myself?
Oh, okay. Well, let's start one up. Because I'm not ready to start with. Even if we answered it, it's overlapping.
Yo, I don't know about that one. Because honestly, all right, we're not going to start with that one.
No, I can't.
I was about to get into it. What is my definition of success? I mean...
And that's like if money doesn't count.
Money is involved in this one, and then it's another one, same thing.
Okay, so we'll answer it with and without money.
Yeah.
You're gonna start.
I think you start this one because I started the other fucking four.
I know. I like when you start.
I'm not a fan. I asked the goddamn question.
What is this? Your fucking podcast all of a sudden?
This time
I asked
for this 10 seconds. Yes.
Okay. Can you restate the question?
Yes, I will repeat the question, sir. What is your definition of success?
Just in general. Okay. And that's like including like if I like monetary success that I want to achieve.
I think so.
So as a whole, it would definitely be to a point where like I never would have to worry about money. Mm-hmm. And like it's like pretty much if I want to do it, I can do it.
Yeah.
If I want to take, and that's also like including if I want to take 6 months off and I don't want to work, I want to go travel.
No, and then it's just self-sustaining.
Yeah. So
I fear our answers are going to be very similar. We might just have to fuck
the second part of mine is going to be very different.
Okay.
So that would be like as far as the financial and like that. It would be having a business or investments that pay me dividends or monthly or however it works. I'm able to take time off, which say maybe I don't make as much, but that's fine. I still make enough. I can travel, have all the nice things, whatnot. Don't have to worry. The second thing that
I would have to agree with that myself. So
that's like it's like you know what I mean. Like I have.
If you have a brain, that should be kind of
whatever. It's like whatever car I want. You know, I have the fucking
whatever.
The chef, the maid, the whatever. The second part of like success would be probably for me having like family and kids.
Okay.
And being able to like spend time with them, and that's why the monetary success, being able to take 6 months off.
Yeah, I'm with you there.
Would be.
I'm with you. The whole monetary part, the first half of what you said was I'm in the same exact boat. I don't have a variation on that. It's exactly word for word. I want to have no worries. I want to do what I want. And when I so see fit that I want to leave for 5 months, 6 months, whatever, I can do it.
That's where I would be like, that's financial success.
Yeah, I'm good. So I'm in agreement with that. I'm still not really.
You're not on the second part. That's why I said the second part.
I was about to say I'm not really on the second part. So, like, for me, I don't know. For me, I think it would be more like, not to say traveling, but going to see places that, I find, I don't want to say spiritually enlightening, but some sort of enlightenment. Or maybe even...
you count that as success as being spiritually enlightened?
Yeah. Not necessarily spiritually, but like
cultured?
Understanding the world more, that kind of thing.
I can get behind that, 100%.
As well as possibly helping others achieve similar.
Okay.
Not to sound culty, you know what I mean? Because I don't really feel like that. I mean more like on an individual basis. I don't mean like have a crowd of people that go, oh, he's fucking, not like that.
That's what I like when it's success. It's so broad. Like,
yes,
it's like success in what department?
And that's the thing, right? Like, but it is asking what your definition is of success. So inherently, the question is asking what you think is success.
Yeah, I guess mine would be financial and then family.
Yeah, me. So
having both of those like peaked out.
Yeah, And then that's totally valid and mostly sound logic. Like, there's nothing wrong. You know what I mean?
It's like,
I don't see a problem with that.
and then the finances for the family. So it's like maxing out the family aspect.
It goes in a circle.
As much of a piece of shit I am, I do like family.
In the same boat, like financial, so that I can do as I please, right? Like,
Yeah.
so that I can.
I think the financial just has to.
It has to happen.
That's what a lot of people
To
are
do
like.
what you want to do, it has
They're
to
like,
happen.
I want to do all this good. It's like, okay, but you need money to do it.
Yeah, that's like, oh, it's great. You're literally sacrificing your 8-hour day, whatever, to go and be an Africa. Like, just giving an example here. I know of people who have done stuff like this. Go to Africa and help build schools. It's like, yeah, you put in your 8 hours of labor for that day, or 10, 12, 14,
Yeah, which is
whatever
great.
the fuck it is. Great, good for you. But if you had money, in that same 8 hours, you could have did 300 hours of work.
Well,
Because you brought I'm just saying, you brought a team of guys that you're
Yeah.
paying to do work for this.
Yeah.
And yeah, sure, it's not your dirty hands, but you're fucking outputting a ton more.
But also, it's like, who paid for the materials? Probably someone that wants to be more like us, paid for the materials to help.
Exactly right.
And then you guys volunteered what you
That's
could.
it. So we definitely brought a team in, but we had a posting or whatever. Hey, we're gonna try and get a bunch of people here to Africa. We're gonna help build this.
And a lot of those volunteers, it's like your meals are paid for. You have a place to
sure,
stay.
yes, of course.
By some philanthropist.
Yes.
So it's like, I want to be the guy
other
that.
side. Yes.
It's like, I don't necessarily want to be building the school, but I
No.
want to facilitate people to build the
I'd like
school.
to go and check it out. I'd like to pop in and be like, "Fuck, this is
I'm
cool
gonna.
that
I'm
doing."
definitely
Yeah.
gonna slap the like that the brick that has like
the little plaque, even,
Yeah.
or whatever. Just be like, "Hey,"
and then I'm
commemoration,
gonna
thank
take
you.
my pictures and like whatnot. Of
Absolutely,
course.
shake people's hands and be like, "I'm actually genuinely glad to be here."
What is
to
it?
show
Kissing
you
hands
this."
and shaking babies?
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what it is. Fucking, you gotta cross those I's and dot those T's, man.
100%. Like, but okay, so pretty much similar.
We have similar ideals, and at the end of the day, it's because we have finances that we're allowed to have our version of success.
And
that's kind of what we're looking at.
100%. And that's what a lot of people, I feel like they just try to like
Do the first thing instead of the.
they'd be like, I don't need to make the money. And it's like, money isn't everything, but in this world, in this economy, you need, but even to do good, you like,
it allows the freedom to do good.
like, look at like Bill Gates with his waste management in Africa.
Sure.
That's philanthropy.
You want to get
but
into Bill Gates
took him.
talk? We'll get out of hand real fast.
Yeah, I know. Okay, go to the next. I don't want to.
That's not the guy we should be bringing up.
I'm avoiding the next question.
Okay.
You-
So
you
if
can
money
ask-
was taken out of the equation, though,
Oh, if money was taken out of the equation,
then I
What-
feel okay. I feel like I would do similar things as to what I said after my finances thing, but it would be on a smaller scale. It'd be on, you know what I mean?
Wait. If
It says, so what is your definition of success if money was taken out of the equation?
I think that just means if
I think we maybe answered both.
yeah, because we just
Yeah.
said that we just want like I don't see.
Because let's say you didn't make it. Let's say no money and you didn't really, and you just had what you kind of doing right now, but you had the family. I think you'd still feel success.
That's my
But it
thing.
would just, okay.
My thing is
yeah.
it's just like the money doesn't. I don't feel successful by having a shit ton of money.
Yes.
It's the things that the money can help me do.
Yes,
That's where I get the success.
Okay. All right. So we did answer both.
Like having $1 billion in my bank account wouldn't make me feel successful. I'd be like, okay, I did good.
Cool.
But if I didn't have a wife, I didn't have kids, I wasn't able to have the freedom to spend time with them, or my wife hated me, my kids didn't know me, I still
What would
wouldn't
be
feel.
the point?
It's like, okay, I got $1 billion, I don't feel successful.
Whatever, yeah. And that's why you see fucking, guys that are falling apart and yet they own half the planet, let's say, and it's like, what's wrong? No, it's everything else.
Well, it's because their wife's leaving them.
Yep.
Their kids don't even know who they are.
Financially, they're fucking sound as shit, but everything emotional, everything, fucking,
everything.
all that is destroyed. It's gone. It's whatever.
They have
Whatever may have happened.
Yeah, 100%.
Okay.
We did good with that. We answered like
You're not going to do the this one sucks.
Yeah.
What are things I'm hiding from myself? Damn, I don't know, man.
In like what area?
That's the thing. Like in general,
it's very broad.
Maybe I don't know. Maybe hiding. Like I don't know how to describe that. Like maybe it's not even hiding from yourself, but like won't acknowledge.
Won't acknowledge like weak points.
Not even weak points. That's like beyond that. I think this is beyond this.
What am I hiding from myself?
Like I don't know. Like any emotional. I don't actually. Am I even doing that? I'm pretty sure, like, I'm not trying to toot our horn, but last year we kind of dug
We did
deep
pretty
a little
good. We
bit
did pretty good.
and brought up a ton of really.
You're
deep
definitely
things.
better in this aspect than me. Hiding. I don't know. Like, I definitely like some of the ways we talk are very satire and not true. Like, as far as like certain like relationship things.
Yeah. Okay.
We're not like half the time. It's like it is a shield
Okay.
in a
yeah.
way.
Like, okay, for example,
Like new is always better is a
yeah,
shield.
I know it's a shield.
It's
yeah.
a complete shield. It's not. I don't believe that.
And I'll
I
be
just
honest,
say it because
sometimes it catches me off guard because I'm just kind of like, is it though? Like, wait, what is it?
well, that's the thing. It's when
it better?
It's sometimes if you're having a hard time in that area, it's easier to take the shield.
Yes,
and
yes,
be like
yes,
new
yes,
is better, and just kind of like
Yeah.
Sometimes you kind of have to like fake your like way through it in order to like not just fall apart.
Yeah.
What am I hiding for myself? I don't know.
So maybe like a little bit of emotional something there.
There's probably some like definitely emotional things that I choose to just neglect because it's more advantageous for other things.
Fair enough. And I would say I would probably fall into similar categories, but maybe on a different wavelength, not maybe as intense anymore.
100%. You've had an extra decade to get her in check.
And I definitely have like filtered through a lot of my own bullshit.
Yeah.
I understand myself a lot more. I know I'm still pretty shitty with money. I know you know what I mean? There's things that I've acknowledged that I've used to duck and hide from all the time.
Okay, so yeah, I guess you're like how you are with finances would be not something you're hiding from so much anymore.
No.
But that you
Just more like
would have or used to.
Yeah, absolutely.
That you've definitely gotten.
Oh, I used to.
Even since I've met you, definitely gotten a lot better.
100%.
Mine would probably just be like relationship wise.
Yeah, for sure. And if I was the same, if I was in 20 years old, I'd be like, yeah, I have no fucking idea what I'm doing with my life with women.
See, like that's it's like everything else.
and
I'm
whatever
pretty
else.
sound.
Yeah.
Like the
absolutely.
finance,
And
my goals.
There's really, I'll be honest, there's nothing you can do. Nothing
I'm
you can
just
do about
fucked.
the emotional stuff because it's just you learn or you end up being sour or whatever, which I won't let you get sour because that sucks.
What is it? I've seen. It was something I seen where it's like your 20s are literally just about figuring yourself out.
I think I did a pretty good job.
I'm working here.
I think I'm fucking right there.
But yeah, no, I guess because I'm not. Yeah, I don't think I'm really hiding anything.
No, I know that seems like a really off question. If I'm, being
I
honest.
guess that'd be like if you're like
maybe
super
if you're
insecure.
really, I was about to say if you're in exactly the same thing. I was gonna say if you're insecure, if you question a lot about yourself, if you're not happy with your body, if you're not happy with whatever. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, as we're into cutting progress, I'm like, fuck, I'm not thrilled, but
Yeah.
it's not something that I'm like honestly seriously dwelling on. I know I can just make a couple adjustments and stuff, and it comes together.
The only thing that not insecure, but that I wish was different would just be like, yeah, my relationships.
Sure.
That's it.
Yep.
Everything else, I'm like, we're doing good.
Yep.
Are we continuing, or do you want me to say something about this book? We should just finish. I mean, these
We're gonna
suck.
finish. This one's gonna suck for you
Oh, what is this one?
because I think I know what I'm unprepared to feel, but
Oh,
yeah. What are the emotions you're unprepared to feel?
Loneliness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Loneliness and abandonment,
I think
which are kind of neck and neck, but like also slightly different.
I think I'm over the abandonment thing because I did a lot of my own stuff on my own, like, and I kind of like a little bit felt that way at some point, but never so bad because I was always like, I've got me, man. Like, you know what I mean? Maybe I got too hard into my own head kind of thing. But I mean, like on a deep emotional level, I don't fear that too much, but loneliness definitely creeps in. From time to time, we all get sad, you know, like, oof. But I fear kind of like, I guess, like the passing of my dad or something. You know what I mean?
Is that so? Like
It
sadness?
says, what are emotions are you unprepared to feel?
That's
And I would
more
say-
like an event.
I know, but I feel like,
That level of sadness.
yes, that's what I'm trying to say. Because I don't think I've quite felt that sad before. Like, I've definitely been bummed, dude. Like, I've been upsetty spaghetti, but I've never been like
even grandparents dying. That's not one.
I've had great grandparents die that I didn't really know too well.
Oh, I've had ones that I like grew up with.
Sure, I mean, I'm not trying to sound mean or anything, but my uncle, I didn't know him that well, man. Like, I see them twice a year.
Yeah.
You know, so when he passed a couple years ago, I don't want to sound cruel or anything, but I didn't really feel much. Just because I didn't have that connection of like growing up with him. I didn't, you know, he didn't help me learn how to ride a quad or anything.
That was like
that, you know what I mean?
with my one grandfather.
Sure.
But my one grandmother, she lived with us for, what was it? Probably like 8 years. And then my parents bought the house down the street and she lived there until she died.
Right, so she
That one
was
was
close by, yeah.
I seen her every day, multiple times. Like, so that was probably the worst. So I would I probably know a little bit
of that,
of what it would feel like.
See, and exactly. So I have no idea really. Like when it
fucking sucks.
I bet my grandparents currently, my mom's side grandparents there, when they go, it's similar where I don't see them often, but I did a lot of stuff as a kid with them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like they helped me grow up. They helped me with a lot of stuff. They helped me, or not help me, but they let me stay at camp like for 3 months a year. You know, I was with them all the time when I was younger, so I did kind of get that childhood with them. So when they go, that's going to suck too. But like, yeah, my parents.
They all suck. All deaths for the most part suck.
Yeah.
Some of them just suck slightly less.
Yeah, that's fair. So I don't know. Emotions I'm unprepared to feel. I don't know, the failure of our first business, but we'll get over that.
See, I'm not. Yeah, failure. Not something I'm scared of.
That's what I mean. Like, I'll be like, we'll just move past. It's not something I'm unprepared to deal with. I've dealt with failure lots, trust me.
Same.
Like lots, man. In many aspects of my life.
If you're someone that tries to be a high achiever, you're going to shoot for the stars and you're going to fail most often.
You have to. Well,
even like failure in the gym where it's like going for that PR and you fail. Absolutely. It fucking sucks.
Oh, yeah. You're miserable about it, but if you have the right mindset, it will just fire you up more.
Yeah, or even
you'll work harder.
Like sports, you lose a game that you know you should have won, or you lose a match that you knew you should have won because they were worse, but you just didn't come in at 100%. The worst ones are it's like when you could have, but you made whatever error. You're like, oh my cardio wasn't as good because I slacked off, or I decided I was going to drink the night before, and then I came into this match and I lost.
Yeah.
Stuff like those are the worst losses because they shouldn't be, but you failed yourself.
Yeah, you absolutely screwed yourself.
Those are the worst ones.
It is way worse than actually coming in.
Honestly, if you come in
everything you've got and you lost, then
I did everything I could.
I did what I could. But if you left something on the table, it'll eat you up for the rest of like existence. And I've done that before, and not necessarily in a game or whatever, but I've left stuff on the table. I don't want to die that way.
I think my favorite is Alex Mosey says it, but it's from what's his name? I can picture his face.
Come on. Whatever, say the quote.
But it's 100-0. So it's, you know how like in sports teams you're up like at halftime, you're up 30 points. You put in your second, third, fourth string. He's like Andy Frisella.
Right.
100-0. He's like, no, crush them completely and like don't leave anything. It's like play hard to the end.
Yeah.
It's like just because like they're here and I could win here. It's like, well, but I can win, so I'm gonna do that.
Yeah, that's what I would do.
That's kind of like even when I go against like in matches where someone is
you play the way you play
significantly worse. I won't go 100% just because I don't want to hurt them.
Yeah.
But I'm also not gonna like slack off
lightly. Yeah,
I'm still going hard.
Yeah, I actually remember specifically a game of lacrosse where we actually annihilated them so bad. I'm pretty sure they called it at the end. Like it was so bad, and we didn't give up.
No,
like, we kept throwing goals in, man.
Yeah,
we just kept going. It was like 13-2 or something like that.
Amazing.
It was like
make it 20.
We tried. We were like, we have. I don't know. We might get cut off, but let's keep fucking hustling in there. I don't give a fuck.
100%.
We just kept going, and then they were like, okay, all right.
Yeah.
Like, enough. And we're like, all right.
Did they just stop the game?
Yeah.
Nice.
With a mercy?
Yeah. They like threw the flag.
Yeah, basically. They were like, we're not winning this. And I was like, oh, you guys are pussies.
I would see. Also,
if I was the losing team, I would have kept hustling.
Yeah.
I would have been livid if they threw the white flag in.
I would have
actually like walked off the team.
I would have wanted to continue.
I would have walked off the team, I think. I would have actually left the team being like, I can't play with pussies.
Well, even if you're standing on my throat, at least give me the chance to like
give me an honest death.
Yeah, like
Jesus Christ, man. Honorable death is what I would rather than you can run away now.
Yeah,
go ahead. Go tuck your tail between your legs and run.
So I like how the only emotion we're scared to face is just loneliness.
I love it.
Everything else
we're so great at life. We're the best. We're fantastic, you know that?
Except the creeping loneliness that hits us every night. Yeah.
Just gotta cry ourselves to sleep a little bit. So So tomorrow, then, you know what? We're not doing it today. Tomorrow, I want to tighten my bolts if that's cool.
Yeah.
Fuck it. We're not doing it today. I have no desire to do that. I want to go to the gym again and then just fucking.
Yeah, and then I got jujitsu at 6.
Cool. That works. Perfect. Tomorrow then.
Okay, what's the next one?
What is tomorrow? Wednesday?
Yeah.
I fear I have something going on and I don't remember. There was something else that I needed to do. Oh, did I tell you? I showed you that they buffed it out for free. Like, I was like, hey man, do I owe you anything? And he was like, nah. And I was like,
was that at
Alfano?
Yeah.
Yeah. He must have gotten a cut from my bumper. That's what I'm thinking.
Maybe.
And he was like, oh yeah, I'll do that for you. I'm thinking that. Yeah. Because it turned out pretty good. We did good. Anyways, back to the goodies. There's only one more left. Interesting. Very interesting question, because my answer is interesting.
It's an interesting question. Your answer is interesting.
Yes, it's
You're
both.
interesting.
It's quite interesting.
Everything's in this podcast is very
Most
interesting.
interesting man in the world here. So
This is very, very interesting.
it's so interesting. I can't even describe it. Fantastic. The most interesting thing ever. You couldn't even imagine how interesting this is.
That's the whole time. That's all I could think of. I just pictured that.
That's actually awesome. I got to warm up on that fucking voice again.
Interesting.
It's interesting. All right. What are the things I feel guilt and shame about? I don't know if you're ready for this one.
Guilt and shame.
Because guilt, all right, I feel guilty that like I probably don't hang out enough with my dad.
Oh, okay.
Anything guilty, man. Anything guilt. Shame? None.
Shame? Oh, no.
None. I don't care.
No.
I have no shame. Maybe there's a problem with that. I actually don't know, but I genuinely don't really feel shameful about much.
I could walk out in a Speedo right now and feel zero
Don't
shame.
give a fuck. I don't care. I wear what I want to wear.
That comes back though to like if other people's opinions.
Yeah, like I
think
don't care.
Honestly, I think with a certain type of person, those two are just turned off.
Yeah, they're devastating.
Because like I know with like my dad, also could not care.
Yeah, my dad either. He's the same way. He does what he wants to do and lives his life and doesn't care about others.
But in
the sense that like others' opinions,
and it's like genuinely not just him saying that.
No. He really.
That's what I mean.
He lives that.
Because there are some people who are like, I don't care what they say, and then it's like, okay, well, why?
Yeah,
like,
why are you doing
to
this
a point,
thing?
we do care what people think, but also I care more about what I think myself.
It's applicable though. Like depends on the application of what they're saying. You know what I mean? Like if it's just about my general life and how I'm living, like, go fuck yourself.
But as far as like, I guess like the only one would be like looks, but it's a little. I just want to look good.
Yeah.
So I guess people's opinions matter, but they also are my opinion.
Yeah.
So
that I guess. And you could say that you could make an argument that's like, yeah, but even if it's your opinion, you could, the general public view of you kind of care about, and it's like, all right, we're getting into.
That's what I mean.
It is what it is. If that's the way you feel, then that's the way you feel.
Yeah.
But if you don't feel guilty or shameful about it, then who the fuck
it's
cares?
like I want to look good. Okay, so guilt. Who's
so yeah, like I said,
you are. Okay,
yeah, I might as well. I said my dad. Like I don't hang out with him enough, and it does. I feel guilty about that. Honestly, I can't really think about much more. Like that's one thing that does bug me. Other than that, I don't know.
So spending time with family.
Yeah.
Mainly your father.
My dad. Because
mainly the
poppy.
like
you should have a father-son relationship, right? And it's not that we don't have one, but it's just not as much. Because when I was a kid, I was rebellious. I fucking did my own shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I did whatever. Sometimes leaving my cat here for too long, but that's not really a serious guilt. You know what I mean? I'm thinking. I'm thinking serious.
No.
Guilt,
Something where like you think about it often.
Yeah. Like I do think about that, but not often. My dad though.
But now it doesn't like fucking keep you up at night. You're like, oh, I left my cat for a little too long. You're
No,
not gonna,
not
like,
really.
lose sleep.
Not really. It used to.
Really?
Actually, it used to for the first like year or so with the cat. I was like, fuck, man, I just leave him there like all the time. But it was also I had Aaron there, so I shouldn't have felt that way. But whatever, it is what it is. Not so serious though. But yeah, my dad thing. I don't know. I'm not really a guilty person. Like sometimes I'll feel guilty in the moment about something I did or said, but then usually I go about and resolve it. I work through it or whatever.
I kind of don't let myself get in most positions to where like that can happen.
Exactly.
So is that all for you? You can like
anything about
that's
shame? Like I don't really.
The shame one, I'm not even gonna touch on.
Fucking
shame
of any kind.
I've never felt shameful for anything. that I've done.
Maybe I felt ashamed in like the moment for a second or something.
Yeah, but
like
maybe like I messed up like a little rosy blush.
Or maybe something that you said funny back in the day. You suddenly, it's one of those, you're laying in bed and you go, oh my God, why'd I say that? That's shame, I guess, but it's not like eating at me.
See, but there's nothing where it's like multiple times where I've like sat there and I've been like, oh,
I'm ashamed of myself.
Like I can't believe I did that.
Yeah.
And there's one in particular where I should, but I don't. So
yeah, no, that's fair.
Guilt.
I don't even. Okay, that's a problem.
Both of us have a similar story
like,
and we don't care at all.
Hold on. That's
what I mean. I don't think we have shame.
That's not good. That's probably not healthy, but what?
That's what I mean. No shame and we don't care what other people think, which is a recipe for success and disaster all at the same time.
Yeah.
I like it. Double-edged sword.
Pretty cool.
Guilt would probably... Me and my dad, we have pretty good relationship. We hang out all the time, as you know. Like, he fucking texts me, calls me all the time.
A little jealous of that. That's cool.
Like, it's the only one that I'm good with.
Yeah, fair.
It would be probably spend more time with my mom or just be nicer to my mom. I'm kind of mean to her.
Yeah, I get it.
There's some... I
was definitely a mean asshole when I was younger. Don't get me wrong.
There's just there's certain things that I just don't like, which filters into like other things, which is whatever. Not for the podcast.
I think honestly, when you move out, that stuff kind of changes. So
yeah, I'll explain one after the podcast if you care, and
sure.
You'll probably understand.
Yeah.
And then guilt, probably not. Mainly just like the main one would be spending time with like family, like even my grandparents and whatnot, because they are right there. I could call them and talk to them a little bit more than I do. I see them quite often, like probably once a week.
Sure.
But like I could reach out and maybe be, my main thing would probably be more present and nicer when I do see them, because I see them often. It's just actually like not being a giant fucking piece of shit.
Right.
And you know what I mean? Just being a little bit nicer. And then
a little bit more civil, even not necessarily nicer, but civil.
Well, just like more excited to see them, because I am. It's just not like more representing how I actually feel,
right?
Than like just being like, oh hey, and like whatever. It's I am genuinely excited to see them. Sure. I just don't express.
I know you actually are bad with that. I won't lie.
Expressing how I actually feel about. Oh yeah, I could be super excited and sit here with like,
and then you'll just like,
I could sit here stone cold and be the happiest.
Sometimes I'll get a snap from you and I'm like, I don't even know how to take this, because you're just like.
And I'm dead ass excited.
Yeah. And I'm like,
yeah, I know. It's weird, eh?
It's taking me a long time to get over it, because I'm just like, whatever.
That's I'm not good at expressing the way I feel, like through body language.
I understand. And I'm a moving kind of guy.
Yo, I know exactly.
This moves all the time.
Your body shows your emotion. You don't have to say a word.
I know.
And I'm the exact opposite.
And I'm not saying it's good or bad for both either. I think there's probably a healthy right in between of both of us.
That seems to be the story of our lives.
Wow. We're really bad on both extremes.
Yeah, that would be expressing how I truly feel, because people like think I'm like upset with them, and I'm like, oh no, I actually really like you.
Sometimes I'll get a message from you and just like, if I was not like really knowing you, I'd be like, oh, he's fucking pissed, and I'd just stop messaging.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right.
Meanwhile, I could be like having the best day of my life. I know, it's weird, eh?
You suck.
The emotion. See the emotion. All these just come back to emotions.
Yeah.
The other one for guilt would probably be maybe like mine are just how I treat people, because I generally don't mean to be the way I am.
Yeah.
Which is
sounds psychotic.
It is. It's because it's not how I genuinely feel. It's just kind of how it comes across. Would be my first relationship. I feel bad for how I treated her at the end.
Holy shit!
I genuinely do. That's actually one that does bother me.
Okay. That's growth.
That's growth. That is growth.
That's good though.
But yeah, that's the only one where I do feel bad.
Yeah.
Because she probably still really doesn't like me.
Yeah.
Because I was
kind of like,
I had reasons, but I shouldn't have been.
To clarify, you weren't like anything other than it was just words. I'm not, just want to clarify.
100%. No. I mean, just like probably should have. And it's just throughout just been like nicer, because I did like her. It was just didn't like the not expressing how I truly felt.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just
didn't
like
help.
Just doing that kind of stuff would
Nowadays, you're a lot better at that for sure.
I've definitely worked on it, where if I do like you, I try to tell you.
Like the whole ordeal out in the parking lot there.
Exactly.
Like, yeah. You definitely did a lot better job. You explained everything, and you were like, "Okay, so what's going on?"
Well, and I'm like, I genuinely do like you, and like whatnot.
And
yes.
She's like, well, I do too, but, and you're like,
but you're a retard.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's enough of that. Well, we got all the heaviness out.
Okay, you know what? they seemed daunting.
They did, but we got into it, and it really
wasn't
a
bad.
big deal,
We
no.
did open up a lot, though.
We aired it out. We aired out some stuff, folks. You guys know a little bit more about us than I
we're
think we
emotionally
even know about.
devastated.
We didn't even really know ourselves as much as we did after these questions.
You know what? Hearing them, wasn't sure what my answers would be, and then all of a sudden, it was like
resounding.
The answer like screamed out. It was like, no, this is your answer.
And actually, it kind of feels a little better talking about them.
Isn't that weird?
It's a touch.
It's good to talk about things.
It is. We're our own therapists. No, we're not. Don't take us seriously. Don't take us seriously.
No, we should be someone else's therapist.
Yeah, no.
They'd probably end up either killing themselves or taking over the world.
Yeah, exactly. There'd be no in between. We'd have to get the right person.
They'd either put a gun in their mouth or turn into like Adolf.
We got to be careful.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
What's the time?
Oh, we're at an hour. I had that crazy compliment from that kid. That was really
Who
weird.
was it?
Who's the ginger guy, man? I'm fucking...
Evan? A little bigger?
Yeah.
Evan.
Okay, I'm not good with names, man.
See, and I'm really good with
names. So apparently, back in the Fit for Less days, this guy and Evan used to train, obviously there, and I was there. And I gave Evan some tips on a couple things, and it blew his mind. And he was like, holy fuck, that feels so much better. And I was like, yeah, that's great, dude. I'm glad. Pretty sure it wasn't even my stuff. Like, you know what I mean? I didn't even share. I probably got it from something else or had an idea similar anyways. You know what I mean? And this fucking guy, Luca was high as a kite.
I love it.
And he was babbling some crazy stories and telling me, like, he was getting deep. He was telling
Luca
me
was?
Yes. He told me all sorts of stuff stuff I won't even tell you. I'll let him tell you. Yeah, I'm not even kidding. Actually, though, like there's a couple things where I don't necessarily remember, but he will tell you. But I'm letting him tell you.
I hope I see him at the gym.
Ask him. Be like,
oh,
hey,
he's going to be at work today.
Right. But seriously, he will tell you.
Yeah.
Like there was a couple things I'll tell you. I don't care.
I'll be like, yo, Simon said you got high and had a wild conversation.
Yeah, yeah.
But he won't tell me.
Yeah. And then he'll actually, that'll actually give me some bro points there.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Because he'll be like, okay.
Yeah. But I won't spill it. There's a couple things I will tell you that maybe they are the things that but just you'll be whatever.
We'll understand.
Now that I've told you. But yeah, so we were talking anyways. That's why we were out there for an hour. Yesterday. Eh?
Yeah.
That's why we were out there for an hour.
Oh, really?
Yes. Because he was spilling the beans, man.
Oh.
And I was like, I'm not leaving right now.
Well, you're getting...
I'm getting all
You're getting the inside scoop.
Yeah, and I was like,
guarantee... and he doesn't seem like someone that... He doesn't open up.
No, he really doesn't.
You know what? He also seems like someone that probably, like, the emotion... It would be like loneliness.
Oh, 100%. Oh, buddy. I'll let you talk to him.
Oh, we're all fucking just same peas. Yeah.
So we're a buddy of his pulls up some 18-year-old guy that I really won't know from a hole in the ground.
Yeah.
But apparently he used to train with Evan. Mm-hmm. And he got inspired by me to get huge.
Amazing.
He called Luca his mentor for sexual adventures.
Amazing.
And I was crying laughing.
That's amazing.
You know what's funny is he has a lot, but like some of the crazy stuff he's done and the way he approaches things was the same guy.
Yeah.
As Luca was. Like when I was the same age, I did the exact same tactics as him. So when he's telling guys, I'm like, probably listen to him because
he's right.
Yes, it works. And they're like, what? It worked? I was like, yeah, who do you think did it first? I was like, fuck, man. Anyways, not the point. But he said that to him. Luca walked away. He had to go. And I was like, oh, yeah, man. All right, nice. I'll see you around, whatever. He's like, man, like, I remember seeing you at Fit for Less and telling me this. And I was like, oh. And he goes, you're like my inspiration for like, and I was like,
that's amazing.
I was like, oh, dude. I was like, holy shit, man. I was like, I wasn't ready for that.
I've had that a few times with people being like, oh, I did this because of you.
Yeah.
And it's like,
it's crazy feeling, right? Yeah. I just didn't expect it. That's why.
Like, why do you think like people that do like personal coaching?
Of course.
It gives you so much.
Oh my God.
It fills you up so much.
Why do you think I love hearing my advice given to people? And they're like, yo, that worked out really. I'm like,
now,
like, woo.
Well, that's why
that on a big scale.
Even when we're doing like, because we'll definitely do public talks like
Tony Robbins fucking.
Well, even like how Alex Hormozi
with a stiffy.
24/7.
Well,
have you been watching? Because Alex Hormozi's been posting like crazy. I haven't even been watching most of his stuff.
I know
it's too much.
It's a lot. It's a lot.
But because he does events at that new place he bought.
Yes.
And he does a lot of them.
Yeah.
And he just like puts them up.
Yeah.
Because he used to go places that he'd get invited, but now he can host them himself.
Yes, he wanted his own spot.
And like most of the things he says is just gold. But like I guarantee, because he just wants everyone else to be successful as well. because the pie is massive.
Yeah,
and, like,
there's a lot of slices.
There's a lot of slices.
Exactly.
And like that's what eventually, like, even just owning the business would be people in it, like giving them advice on how to just make more money.
Yeah.
Even like if it's me paying you more, whatever, become more valuable so I can give you more.
Exactly.
Give me a reason to give you more money.
Yes, absolutely.
Like,
absolutely. You know, if Buddy has ticket number 2 or something, and if he gets 3, I have to pay him 25 grand more. I'd be like, go get it.
yeah.
Go do it. What do you mean?
Yeah.
You know, don't be nervous to ask me. Yeah, you can have the time. Go be a better, valuable person to me. Great.
100%.
Go. See ya.
Or even if, say, like,
See you in 3 weeks. I'll
say
give
like
you
a-
60% of your pay. Fucking
say
go.
even like a star employee was like, I'm gonna go like try to do this on my own, I'd be like, do it.
knock yourself out.
Have a great time.
And since we ended on cool terms, come back if you fuck up.
Yeah, if it doesn't work out, I'm
I'll
back.
try and have a spot for you. Don't worry.
Or you know, maybe we'll be able to partner up in the future.
Yeah. I don't care.
I want you to do better. I
mean, that's how my flooring boss was. I was nervous about it because I was his only good employee he's ever had.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm trying to get in the fucking plant. And he was like, fuck, go. He's like, leave. Yeah, it's like several clients of ours to be like, hey, do you work in the plant? Like, get this guy a job.
Yeah.
Lots of times. Made for really awkward conversations. But I was like, you're a weird one, man. Like, you're so strange. I appreciate it. Like, he definitely was pushing. So when he found out, I was like, hey, man, I have an interview. And he was like, fuck, yeah, take the day. Don't worry about coming in later. He was like, just go. He's like, don't worry about it. And I was like, this is awesome. I was like, this is really cool. I was like, I've never really experienced
someone like wanting you to do better.
Yeah, like what the fuck?
Because it's rare. It's rare for someone to genuinely want you to do better.
That's why it's like when I left my first job, Tim Hortons, and I was like, hey, I got a different job. And they were like, oh. And I was like, all right, fuck you guys.
Yeah, no, 100%.
The next job I had, you know, they weren't giving me hours, and I went and got another job.
Yeah.
And they were like, oh, what, really? And I was like, yeah, I work. I was like, I need to work. I was like, what the fuck do you think, dude?
No,
I'm a student, yes, but like the free time I have has to be filled by work.
Yeah. Like I need
50% my reason, but 50% of my parents have fucking, you know, they have rules here too. And
yeah.
Like, you can't be a lazy fuck.
100%.
And I was like, all right, I got to get a job. So I got another job. I went from Rona to Walmart. Walmart was a nightmare, but they gave me hours.
Yeah.
Like it was fucking hours, dude. Way it goes. Been working for half my life.
I've been working
half.
I've been doing a good job.
Exactly half. Really strange.
So what, you started when you were 15?
Yeah.
Oh, same.
Exactly half.
Yeah. Well, like a real job. Yeah.
That's what I meant.
And you definitely did like other shit.
Oh yeah, of course. We did stuff, you know, go to door, or
cutting lawns.
Yeah, dude, of
like
course. We did
selling random shit.
Lots. Yeah, shoveling lots, selling random shit, of course. I made business on Manitoulin. On Manitoulin, me and my buddy were, honestly, I don't know how, but like we were so excellent at catching crayfish, we started selling them as lures for bait, and people would buy them in droves. We just wait at the boat launch when we knew people were going out to fish, and they'd be like, yeah, I'll buy a handful. And you're like, fuck, we're walking away with free arcade money at the time.
Hearing,
you know what I mean? It was sick.
I love how both our stories from when we're younger are very similar about random businesses.
Yeah.
Pretty much like the marshmallow test of who's going to become a business.
Yeah,
like,
yeah. Who? You're right. Kind of funny. That's actually
pretty much every
Never really thought about it.
Pretty much every successful entrepreneur, like you don't see it at the time, but it's like you were just starting random business when you were younger.
Wanted to make some cash.
Like realistically, each of us have probably had like half a dozen failed businesses that we just like did for like a weekend to make some money for whatever.
And then after it though, you're like, you realize, you go, I didn't actually make the money to just have the money. It was like it was also fun. Means to an end. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it was fun. I had fun doing it, but I also had more fun getting to where I wanted to go for no effort, technically.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, it's like I was already doing this, so now I'm selling it and I make money, so I can go play the arcade.
Yeah, it was sick. It was so good. Yeah, we were already doing it.
Yeah.
We were just catching buckets of crayfish for shits.
Yeah.
Which was, in hindsight, really cruel because we'd like make them fight and stuff.
Oh, well,
like,
you're a kid.
We would dig sand stuff
as you
out.
do.
It was so fun, dude. Like, I had so much fun. I miss those days simply from how much fun I had.
Oh,
not the like, oh, I miss those, you know, the memories and stuff. It's like, yeah, that's great and all, but like, I had a fucking blast.
Like recess.
Oh my god, dude! Like recess in the snow when you could still throw snowballs and shit.
Recess playing like tackle football. I don't think I will ever be that happy again.
I chipped a tooth playing tackle football,
and you were probably loving it.
All teeth. Got up and I was like, yo, and they were like, oh my god, and I was like, we got another down, dude. Like,
but yeah,
so fun.
The blissfulness of being a child.
Yeah, actually though, and I hate it. It's the most cliche thing, but also the most accurate thing is when you have 18, 19, 20, 25-year-olds when you were a kid and go, Don't take it for granted. It goes quick, and you're like,
no. But also, the thing that's worse is like I'm looking back at then, and I'm like, fuck, that was great. And now I'm gonna look back at now and be like, fuck, that was great. And you're gonna look back when you're 40 and be like, fuck, that was great. I think you always look back more fondly on the past than you do the present.
Yes. Yeah.
I think there is a bias.
Yes.
Because it's looking back.
And you look back, but you don't remember every hour of doing nothing.
You only remember the good.
Of course. So it just stacks up to being all good, not the truth.
But I will say there was probably more good when I was younger. And
yeah.
I will say, because you gotta think, you're not worrying about a job, paying.
I know.
Everyone is like the worst thing is your buddy didn't want to play with you at recess.
Yeah. You know, you can't meet up at 5 because buddy ended up having to go to karate or something.
Yeah,
you know, like
or like I like how you said karate.
I know that's just
very Canadian.
Back in the day though, too, it's like nobody really took it serious. It's just they go to karate. It could have been like martial arts of like any kind. Yeah. It was karate.
But I would say it was probably end of high school was when I noticed a difference.
Yeah.
Like after high school, I decided I wanted to like fucking go balls deep.
And I went to college, which honestly was the wrong idea. But that's
just kind of like if I went to college, I would still be kind of in that phase of like blissfully. Yeah,
it definitely was that. Yeah,
it's more blissful. You don't have as much worry. You have more worry than high school, but not as much.
But at the end of the day, like honestly, you're not really even working as much.
Yeah,
you know what I mean, not job wise, but like in college.
But also, it's just
different.
It's like the things that you want to accomplish. It's like you're trying to accomplish finishing school, not this massive stressful goal of becoming a billionaire, say. There is part of me that's like, it would have been nice to go to college just to have like a few more years, but then also I'm just robbing myself of time. I'm also robbing myself of years. So
waste of time, man. Trust me, I if you would like, they didn't ask regrets, they should have, but that's one of my regrets.
Oh, I'm surprised there aren't.
There isn't. Well, I'm fucking asking it.
Okay.
My regrets are going to school at all. Because I have nothing to show for it. So really, if I don't regret it all, then why the fuck am I regretting it at all, right?
Yeah.
Regret the whole thing. All of it. Every minute of it.
Like after high school?
Oh, yeah. Big waste of fucking time. Big waste of resources. All bullshit. Sure, don't get me wrong. Had fun. Did my partying a little bit. Got to meet a bunch of cool people. It's probably why I know most of the Sioux.
Yeah.
Just because of who I went to college with. Sure. Those are positives, I guess, if you want to call them that. But other than that, fuck that shit. I regret all spending the money for it too. I regret all of that. Pretty much, those are my biggest regrets. Is kind of a waste of time, is what I see. But other than that, I don't regret much of anything else. And I'm living with it. I'm not like, I don't cry to sleep about it. Every now and again, I get a pang of like, fuck, man. I wish I would have started. But that's called living life. Like I do regret it, yes, but it doesn't eat me to the point where I'm disabled in my life. You know what I'm saying?
Regrets. Genuine regrets.
Yeah.
Where like, it's not like that
might be just me having more time too.
So because I don't have that regret, so I can't even steal yours.
Yeah, which is good.
The only thing, like, you can always say, I wish I did things sooner.
Sure, but for me, it kind of works that way too for that one. But I feel like mine's very much more specific. But I'd rather would have been dicking around with anything else other than fucking school.
No. I mean, like, just in general, doing everything sooner.
Yeah,
but you can always say that.
I understand. That's kind of what I'm saying. Though,
yeah.
If I didn't go to school, technically, I would have started things sooner.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
And then you could say like. Yeah, you know what I mean? That it's
sure. It's a bit.
But you wish you didn't like waste the money on school. Didn't like purely waste.
Yeah.
You know, I wish maybe in high school I like was a little bit more dedicated. To like dedicated to like doing stuff like this.
Yes.
Say wish we did the podcast when we said we did it.
Yeah.
Those are little regrets that realistically you can always say you wish you did things sooner.
Yeah, absolutely.
Wish I invested in Bitcoin.
Yeah.
That's not really a regret.
I know it's not realistic. I wish I was fucking in grade 5 and I bought a house. So put a down payment on a house.
Exactly. I wish I told my parents to invest in Bitcoin when it came out.
They weren't going to believe me anyways, man.
Because I remember seeing Bitcoin when it was like $1.
Yeah, I was a child. Even like you were an infant and I was a child. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It didn't make any even fucking logical sense to be like, hey, mom, buy this.
100%.
Be like, really?
She would have been like, no.
Really? And you know, if she had bought $50 worth at $1 each or something.
Yeah.
We'd be living in the lap of luxury. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
but
goddamn.
So regret.
Not really, but it would have been a lot of money.
I guess the only regrets that I would have would be Mine really comes back to the way I've treated people in the past.
Sure, man.
That seems to be the only thing that nags at me.
Change.
I'm working at it. I feel like I do a lot better.
You do. I honestly, yeah, I agree.
I am way nicer to people.
You're definitely not even just nicer, but you have like you show more of a personality than you used to.
I also a little bit more compassion.
Yep.
And what's the other one? Is it just compassion?
Compassion. Not sympathy. That's not.
I don't have that. That one.
I think sympathize with some people, but I don't have necessarily sympathy. Like I don't have sympathy for the fucking bums and stuff.
But yeah, I guess just
Maybe
the way
that's not right. I don't know.
My only regret is the way I've just treated certain people.
Yeah. So just keep working on it.
Can't change it.
Nope. Same with the way that I fucking dealt with school. Can't change it.
Yeah.
It's the way it is. On that note, I think that's...
On that note, this was... It's more self-reflective.
Very reflective today.
But it was all of these questions also. Ask yourself them.
Yeah.
And just see the answers that come out.
Yeah.
Be truthful.
Yeah, and you know what?
Be vulnerable.
Honestly, if you can, get a friend to do it with you.
Yeah.
Because you guys... it's tough to say because you can't just grab a friend. It has to be like this
a good friend.
You know, we're making podcasts. We're business together. You have to have that good friend because otherwise it'll just kind of be empty and be like, you know what I mean?
You're not going to be genuine. Someone you can be fully truthful.
Fully open and truthful.
If not, or even just like,
we're just honest with the internet, man.
Okay, but we're also pretty open in this medium.
I don't think we were.
I would say, I think we're open if people ask. It's just people never ask.
That's true.
No one ever asks because no one ever cares.
That's
really.
No one ever cares.
Because like even the one guy at work, like some of the things he'll say, and I'm like, you just don't understand me. Mm-hmm. I'm like, I can sit here and talk and explain things.
You're not listening though.
That's the thing.
Him.
It's like you have a perception of me, and no matter what I say is going to shake it.
Yeah.
So there's no point me explaining the way I am.
Why waste my breath?
Like I am the way I am for a reason, and I could sit here and explain like the emotions that go behind stuff. But what's the point?
Okay, bro.
That was just rest. I like it.
That's not bad, eh? It was it was a Nick one.
Oh, wait.
Good. Wait. Love you, bro.
Love you.
Okay.
Have a good one, guys. Episode 18.
Subscribe if you liked it.
We might have a Twitter coming soon.
Leave a comment, perhaps. Let's see how
that might be me.
Let's see if they get an hour and 15 in.
Oh boy.
I love you, folks.
Love you.